Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us here on Midwest Access. We now have Hearing Life's Paul Schneider with us to talk about hearing aids. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So
Excellent.
Hearing Life, new name.
Yeah. So HearingLife is the new name. It used to be formerly Clearwave Hearing,
Sure.
where I was actually the owner. I sold the business in 2017, and now
Okay.
I'm an employee. And they are a national company.
Sure. Okay, so we're talking about hearing aids. A lot of people need hearing aids at a certain point. When do they need to be tested for their hearing?
Yeah. So that's a good question, because most of the time the patient doesn't know they need hearing aids in the first place. Or they don't notice the loss when it's starting out. So some general rules of thumb: if you work in the noise industry, something that's noisy, or you have noisy hobbies, we'd say 50 years old. Other than that, if you have no other occupations that might cause hearing loss,
Sure.
around 60 years old, a good time to get tested.
Okay. So we have some hearing aids right here.
Yes.
And they look a lot different than, say, maybe 2 decades ago, even a decade ago.
Yeah, for sure. So what you have here is kind of the newest rechargeable styles. Most of those will go behind the ear. We do have some custom-made products that are rechargeable as well, but mostly these really small types for certain losses. Those are a good option if you want nothing behind the ear. But as you can tell, I'm wearing hearing aids, and you really can't see them.
You are?
And I'm wearing these right here.
Oh,
Yep.
I had no idea.
And so almost all the models are fairly invisible nowadays, and most of them will connect to the phone and be able to take phone calls through them, and you can do streaming of audio, watching movies.
So you have hearing aids.
I do, absolutely.
So how important is it for you to put them on every morning?
Oh, I wear them religiously. You won't find me without them. So
Okay.
first thing in the morning, last thing to come off at night.
And you notice a big difference?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, otherwise it's pretty mumbly. I probably would be struggling to understand you.
Yeah. So where can people get a hold of you in Rochester? How does it work?
Oh, you can give us a call at 507-281-8989. We're at 2700 North Broadway, just 2 doors down from Velocity.
Okay, and you mentioned that there's different ages with your occupation. What is the worst occupation for hearing that you often
boy,
see?
I don't know. I mean, well, you got to think about farming.
Yeah, my
Farming,
brothers farm, and they're very young, and they already, one of their ears isn't as good as the other because
For
of all the
sure,
loud
for
equipment.
Sure. They call it John Deere ear.
Oh, okay.
But also, if you're an avid hunter,
Doesn't happen with Case.
Yeah, well, avid hunters
Sure.
should be tested around that age as well. But they say, 1/3 of people over 60 have loss. 50% at 70, and 2/3 at 80 years old.
Okay.
So once you hit that 60 mark, it's a good time to get tested.
So a definite problem, and you have some answers here in Rochester. Hearing Life, this is Paul Schneider. We have details on our website, that's ktdc.com, to get in touch with Paul if you think it's time to maybe get tested for potentially getting hearing aids.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you taking the time, sir.
All right,
Thank you so much.
All right.